After years of having it in my Steam library, I finally played Creaks recently. It's a game by idolizing who made Machinarium, a point-and-click adventure game from my childhood which I still absolutely adore. I didn't know anything about Creaks other than the fact people seemed to like it and that I trusted Amanita. So imagine my surprise when I started and found out it's a puzzle platformer in the vein of Limbo, Inside, and Braid, a genre I absolutely love. Creeks is really great, the art is fantastic, the characters are fun, the puzzles are just the right amount of tricky for me and my partner to solve together, but I wanted to talk about one particular emotion the game sold really well for me. In these kinds of games, specifically Limbo and Inside, I haven't played Little Nightmares, so I can't comment on that one for sure, but I think it's the same way. In all these games, your character is going through one world on a set path, smoothly transitioning one area to another. The world is a cohesive place you travel. And often, to separate the set pieces, puzzles, and areas, you hit what's known as a point of no return. Something signals to you that you can only move forward from this point, no going back. In all three of these games, this has a psychological effect. The games are ranging from intriguing through mysterious to downright terrifying. A point of no return in any of these contexts is something to take note of. You slip down a mountainside to a lake. You jump the fence that's 5 times your height and have no idea if and when you'll be able to exit the facility. You can't go back. This, of course, has a functional reason. Puzzles in these games mostly involve pushing items in your environment around to unlock doors and progress. If you could bring any item from earlier in the game with you, the puzzles break, so Limbo puts a small boulder which blocks the crate's path. Limbo specifically doesn't do much to stop you from going back to earlier puzzles. You can often turn back and have a look quite a far distance back if you so choose. It's just that there's no real reason to do so. Inside is a lot stricter. After almost every puzzle, you jump out of a window that's high up a wall, roll down a steep hill, fall down a high ledge, and it serves the tension of that game. Oh shit, I'm in deeper than ever. I'm in so much trouble, but I have to go forward. It actually surprised me how often the game does this, and every time, without fail, I thought to myself, oh shit, I don't know if I'm ready. Because the game's atmosphere, its set pieces of horrific control, hit the best when you're with your pants around your ankles. Man, this game's good. Go replay Inside. I can't believe it's been 10 years since it came out. It's still so damn good. But Creaks does something different. See, that moment of, oh shit, is sprung on you in Inside. You finish the level, you go to the exit, and past the exit, you realize you've been locked out of the previous room. In Creaks, you're given plenty of time to reflect on this. Again and again in Creaks, you climb down a ladder, and when you hit the bottom, you stop moving as you realize this ladder is broken and only attached at its top. If you drop down, you won't be able to reach the rung you're on again. Feel free to climb up and make sure you didn't miss anything, but sooner or later, you'll need to make the leap. And to drop down, you hold down and press jump. Just like Limbo and Inside, there's not a single time where a previous room's item or puzzle element is required after this point. You're in no danger of forgetting to bring something, but what if? You don't notice when you first play the game, the fact you're given time to reflect on this input, the fact you have the option to delay this point of no return, makes you consider it even if there's no reason to ever do so. The fact some ladders aren't broken, the fact room transitions even work in the reverse direction, leaves you with the impression there might be something bigger. It maintains the illusion of free exploration that you are now choosing to chop off and continue in this new path permanently. I think, even if not intended, this gameplay mechanic that asks me to confirm my progress to go to the next room doubles as a storytelling mechanic where we as the character can say, yes, I'm ready for whatever may lay deeper down the caves than I've ever traveled. I'm scared but I'm curious. And unlike Limbo, where the fact I can backtrack is mitigated by the obvious reality that I have no reason to, here, a possibility of openness helps the feeling of mystery. Even with its creepy elements, unlike the two Playdead games I've mentioned, Creaks isn't focused on horror. It's an adventure fueled by wonder and curiosity, about the monsters in the shadows, about going to the fridge when everyone's asleep when you're just a kid, and how everything in the house stares at you. There's an empowering feeling of bravery whenever the game asks, are you ready? And you get to say, absolutely I am.